Hello, I've been reading this book called Finish the Mission. It's by John Piper and David Mathis. Well, it says they're editors. I don't know. Anyway, it's a good book. I guess they wrote it, or maybe they just edited it. It says they're editors, so I don't know if they wrote it or not. Anyway, it's a good book, Finish the Mission. It's about bringing the gospel to the unreached and unengaged. I just want to read this one little passage from it. It's titled, Deliver Us from Evil. There is severe and deadly persecution of the church in many nations around the world, especially in the 1040 window. Oh, sorry, I realize some of you probably don't know what the 1040 window is. That's just an imaginary rectangular window between the 10th and the 40th latitudes, bordered around Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. This window contains a bulk of the unreached people groups, and there's not a whole lot of Christianity there. The most severely persecuted church in the world is in North Korea. In North Korea, the greatest human challenges of the world are all combined: severe poverty, oppressive communism, global isolation, no political freedom, no religious freedom, no gospel. But the North Koreans, the Koreans who live in the North, are a wonderful, precious people, and they need our prayers. In the amazing providence of God, just around the corner from our new building in downtown Nagoya is a North Korean elementary and secondary school. Just 2 weeks ago, I was able to meet the principal and take a tour of the school and greet many of the children. From every nation, to every nation. Even from Japan, even within Japan, to North Koreans. Around North Korea, you can see signs with these words: "We have nothing to envy." Now, of course, this is ridiculous in a nation with so little food and no freedom or hope, but it wasn't always so. In the early 1900s, the city of Pyongyang was known as the Jerusalem of the East. In 1907, the year of the Great Pyongyang Revival, 50,000 Koreans came to Christ. But since 1995, more than 4 million North Koreans have died of starvation. According to one source, more than 500,000 have fled to China for survival, mostly women, and 80% of them have been raped and sexually trafficked. As many as 1 million have been killed in concentration camps with cruel brutality. Nowhere in the world is a Christian persecution so fierce as in North Korea. Owning a Bible could get you killed or sent to a harsh labor camp. Despite the risks, the church is growing. There are an estimated 400,000 believers. North Korean Christians who have nothing of worldly value understand that in Christ they have nothing to envy. But we Christians in America, we who seem to have everything, so much food, so much freedom, so many resources, and most of all, the gospel, we envy. We envy as we see the people around us and as we watch TV. We envy their house, their car, their position, their education, their looks, their family, their girlfriend, their boyfriend, and their spouse. Christian, you have nothing to envy. You have everything. You have Jesus. Can we not learn that important lesson from the North Korean government would teach us? We have nothing to envy. I just wanted to read that little passage about not envying. I think that's anybody who lives in America should. Well, most people that live in America should understand that. I guess I would say about everybody in America. I know there's some poverty areas more than I probably know about, especially in the cities. There's a lot of poor people that don't have a place to live, don't have a place to call home. But there's a whole lot of us out in America and around the world that do have a home and food and water and clothes and a Bible. We get to practice our religion freely, at least here in America we do. Or that's what's supposed to happen, but it seems like Christianity is the major religion here. which is great. Unless you're of a different religion, you might not think that. There's several passages in here that are really good. If you haven't read this book, I recommend you do get it and read it. Or you might find there might be a YouTube video of somebody reading through it, so you might can listen to it, an audio book of it for free. But this is a good book. I had to read it for one of my classes here at the school. So, and there's another book there's several books I've got that I like, so I'll probably be sharing with you about those. And I might share some more passages from this Finish the Mission book. But yeah, it's definitely it's a good read. So anyway, I'm gonna end the video now and stop rambling. Y'all have a good day or evening or morning or whatever it is, wherever you're watching this or whenever. God bless you.